Well, good news is we covered the spread, but unfortunately, the bad news is it was a heartbreaking loss. Here's the review. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Drew, better known as RockShock01, and yesterday, whenever you're watching this, the Kansas Jayhawks went down to Fort Worth, Texas to take on TCU and had a good game, but unfortunately, the Hawks just fell short by a game-winning field goal with less than 10 seconds left, as TCU went on to win this game 31-28. Fair warning to the rest of the Big 12 in the next couple seasons, because the Jayhawks are going to be for real. Despite this, we looked pretty well for the most part, but just had all the energy taken out on that last field goal, and unfortunately KU falls to 2-9 on the season. But hey, moral win in my opinion as a KU fan, because we were supposed to get blown out by 21 in this game, and we actually covered the spread, and that's the third time KU won the spread outright, and the fourth time total that KU covered the spread, which includes an even against Coastal Carolina. So, but yeah, unfortunately KU did not get the win. But for those of you who do not know, I give positives and negatives about the game. I give a player the game and a player who needs to improve. So without further ado, let's jump into this shit. So let's take a look at some of the positives. And one positive that I got was KU's offense was really, really good. A little bit under, but still very decent when it comes to KU numbers. 379 total yards for KU in this game, along with the 28 points. 255 of them through the air. That was numbers that we haven't seen in a while. I mean, we put up 202 against Texas, but still 255 is an improvement. Also 124 yards on the ground. KU had more first downs than TCU, 21-19. Also got to say this, our pass defense was amazing, only holding TCU to 166 total passing yards, which was incredible. Also had less turnovers than TCU. TCU had 2 with a fumble and an interception, while KU only had the lone pick. Had only 1 penalty the entire game, and that's incredible. And it was for no yards because it was a spot foul, so no penalty yards. Such an impressive thing for KU, and did better on 4th down than TCU did, as KU went 1 for 1, TCU went 1 of 2. But there is some negatives, and the rest is TCU's run game. TCU ran for 326 yards in this game, which helped secure the victory, and I think that's kind of what hurt KU in the long run, because KU, for the most part, had a 14-7 lead going into the break, but then that run game clicked, and that's when TCU took off. And then KU really couldn't convert on 3rd down, only going 4 of 11, while TCU did when they went 7 of 14. But honestly, there's more positives in this game that outweigh those negatives. So, yeah. So those are my positives and negatives. For the second week in a row, my player of the game is going to be Jalen Daniels. My God, he's been playing out of his mind, and, you know, he's been putting in the work. 22 of 30 for 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception, along with 6 carries for 37 yards and a rushing score. So if you combine all of that, he had, carry the 292 total yards and 3 scores. So a good night for Jalen Daniels. And again, I said this earlier, I honestly thought once he got into the game and was named the starter against Texas, I thought we were going to be screwed the rest of the season. He's proved me wrong, and he proved me wrong again, getting almost 300 total yards of offense just by himself. And that's incredible. Also could have gave it to Kwame Lassiter, who had an incredible game. 8 catches for 101 yards. Yeah, it's just, but Jalen got the nod because he threw the ball very, very well and completing over 67% of his passes is astonishing. Um, a player who needs to improve, uh, I'm going to give it to the running back slash wide receiver in this situation, and that's Jason Bean. I know this is a little bit of a cop out, but Jason Bean, 1 carry for 1 yard and 1 catch for -1 yards. Yeah, why? Why did we play him if this was going to be the point? Um, I just don't understand why he's now playing running back and playing receiver. Is he going to be that Kerry Meyer type of guy who is long overdue? Probably not. So, again, this is also a little bit of a cop out answer, but it is what it is. So, anyway, my player of the game, Jalen Daniels. Player who needs to improve, Jason Bean. And that's going to do it for my review of KU versus TCU. Again, the final score, TCU 31, Kansas 28. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are only 31 away from my 100 subscriber goal. Also, push that notification bell and tell your friends about these videos. And I should see you again for the next review as KU heads down to Orlando, Florida in the ESPN Events Invitational for basketball to take on North Texas. And the next football review will be sometime around Thanksgiving break as Kansas will take on West Virginia for Senior Day at Memorial Stadium. But until then, have a good day. Never ever bring exotic dancers to the field house, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.